You can talk for a second. I did.
I can talk. Right. Okay then. Welcome back to The Movie Kid. He's The Movie Kid. This is our second episode. And what are we reviewing today?
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4, another movie really close to my heart. I was 8 years old when Toy Story first came out in 1995. So I was just a little bit older than you. What are you giving me that face for? So 25 years next year. Toy Story has been a thing for 25 years.
Yes.
Just a couple of things before we start. Spoilers, always spoilers because of him. And secondly, I have upgraded the movie or the video quality slightly, and we're going to try and cut it to around 10 minutes because from feedback, the shorter the video, the more likely you are to watch it all the way through, and we're hoping you get to see the whole thing rather than just maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes. So what did you think of Toy Story 4?
Great.
Why? What? Well, do that then, say that.
My sister, every character, we have got a colouring Toy Story book, and she keeps saying, I'm Benson Benson, and I'm Gabby Gabby. She's saying it to every character.
Even though they're not their names.
Yeah.
So Benson Benson and Gabby Gabby, they're the bad guys of this movie.
Yeah.
And they introduce themselves in an antique shop later during the movie. But I would say the movie centres around Woody and who else?
Buzz.
No, not Buzz. Who does Woody meet?
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep. So for those that don't know, Bo Peep was in the first Toy Stories. She then went away. She has come back for this movie, and she plays a real central role on trying to get Woody to leave his child. So who's his child in this one? It's not Andy anymore. Bonnie. So how do we feel about Woody? Do we like Woody?
Yeah.
Okay, do we think he's a good guy? What do you like about Woody?
Because he's a cowboy, and he's got Buzz.
So what happens when you pull Woody's back?
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot. So Woody's really cool. He's got his pull string, and obviously he's still using his voice box, and that plays a really key part in this movie. But there's a new character, isn't there?
Yeah.
Who you really liked. So who's that?
Boom.
Not Duke Kaboom. We'll talk about Duke later. Who did Bonnie make at school?
Forky.
Forky. So tell everyone about Forky. So who's Forky?
He's a little fork, and he says, I'm trash.
And so Forky walks around. He's made up trash. He doesn't realise he's a toy. So similar to Buzz in the originals, but kind of a little bit stranger. So he keeps jumping in the trash, and he keeps saying, what's he say?
Trash.
I'm trash. I'm trash. I'm trash. And Woody tries to keep stopping him going in the trash because he's Bonnie's favourite toy, and Woody's looking out for Bonnie because, you know, Woody in all these movies is always really centred around the child. And Bo Peep really stretches him away from that to try and convince him that he's done his time as a toy for a child, and it's about time he went out on his own. So Buzz is in this one, isn't he?
Yeah.
So we've got Buzz here. So
Yeah, a Buzz action figure. You can actually see.
he's not turned on. So we can turn Buzz on.
Yeah.
This is one of Parker's favourite toys.
Let me put the wings down.
Put the wings down. We've got to be quick because we want to review the movie.
So
I am Buzz Lightyear.
so he can do that.
Buzz Lightyear. Sign it off. I am Buzz
And we've also got this guy here. So two of Parker's favourite toys. I mean, we really love this particular ride at
Yes.
Disneyland Paris. Because what did you have to do at Disneyland Paris?
You had to shoot Zork, and his gun actually works, but this one it doesn't obviously glow, but he does talk.
Buzz actually isn't in this movie too much, and I think a lot of the old characters they don't play a massive part in the movie, which is a shame. This film does really centre around new characters.
And we've got a book.
That's an augmented reality book that we picked up from Odeon Cinemas, and basically if you get an app on your phone, you can have some of the characters come to life, come out of the book, which is pretty cool. And I think there are other books where you can, pay for, and I think you get the whole story in augmented reality. which is a nice newfangled trick. So what did you think of some of the new characters? What did you think of Gabby Gabby? So Gabby Gabby's like a vintage doll. She's lost her voice box, so no child loves her. So what does she have to do?
Has to have Woodies.
She tries to steal Woodies. So these Bensons are like ventriloquist dummies, aren't they?
Yeah.
And what do they run around doing?
Watching to make sure nobody gets Forky.
Because they're trying to steal Forky back while Gabby tries to steal Woody's voice box. But how does Benson run around? That's a great impression. So there's about 4 or 5 Bensons, and they kind of flop about, don't they? And you were a bit scared of them kind of to
because
start
they
with.
jump down like
Yeah, so there's a couple of jump scares there. Toy Story 4's obviously not a scary movie.
Yeah, but there's once that Jack and Nanny Angie and Wednesday. Jack actually jumped and he was 11.
He's
And I was only 3.
It's only 3.
And there was a jump scare. I wasn't even scared.
Hard as nails. So we've talked about Gabby Gabby. She ends up being loved by a child in the end. She does get a voice box. Woody actually donates it to her kind of really in the end because, you know, Woody has been loved. He's been loved for years, and he's given that opportunity to another toy. And then there's Duke Kaboom.
I am Duke Kaboom!
So what does he do?
He rides on the bike all the time.
So he's a stunt toy. So he jumps over things. He's like Evel Knievel type of character. He's actually played by Keanu Reeves, so who's having a bit of a renaissance at the moment is Keanu. And he's got the Canadian flag on him, and he's kind of like this stunt guy.
Yeah, and he's got a kit, but it wouldn't work because he wasn't pressing it too hard.
Yeah, so Duke got left behind because the kid got him for Christmas. He went to play with him, but he didn't shoot like the advert said. So if you've ever watched a kid's advert for toys, they're supposed to do all these amazing things, but when it comes to reality, the kid presses the button, Duke just into the floor, and he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, does he? So
I think he was doing this.
just flopped on the floor, didn't he? Like a
Yeah,
fish.
I think the boy was going like that
Do you?
to the bike, but he's just supposed to go slam,
Slam!
and then he will
But he does that in the movie, doesn't he? So there's a scene in the movie, absolutely flies, which is brilliant. And then there's Bunny and Ducky, who are 2 soft toys. They're tied together, aren't they?
and they're a bit nasty.
They're a bit nasty, but they are real comedic value, really funny characters. You enjoy some of the scenes with them.
Let me see if they're tied together in the book.
Parker's going to see if they're tied together in the book. But no, they add some real funny, different
Yeah, they are tied.
characters from a Toy Story perspective. Give it a really different angle,
Yeah.
and again, they're carnival toys, so they've got a really different spin on the whole toy world. Me personally, I found the movie quite emotional.
Yes.
I was quite upset at the end. I'm not going to tell you what happened there. Why? Oh, what happens to Woody?
I can't remember.
He leaves his old crew, doesn't he? Spoilers. I did warn you. So he's got
Tell me the whole proper thing at the end.
a whole proper thing. So they're at the fairground, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gabby's gone to a new child, and Woody's decided to leave Buzz and the gang with Bonnie. And Woody goes off to be an independent toy with Bo Peep.
Where?
He just lives at the carnival, and they travel around trying to play with other kids who are travelling around the country on holiday and stuff.
Yeah, and they're on their own, so they might need a toy.
Yeah, little kids travelling around, they're on their own, they might need toys to play with. So Woody's a really
And their
good
mum
guy.
and dad wouldn't let them, and they kept saying it, and they left. And then they never got a toy anyway, because 2 alive toys.
Yeah, and you love playing with toys, don't you? Yeah, so would you be sad if you had no toys? So that's always important. We try and give children toys. Let kids play with other people's toys. Let's share toys. That's a real, Parker, you're quite good at sharing, I think,
Yeah,
when it suits him.
and you need to put some batteries in.
I need to put some batteries in his Wii controllers. But,
Yeah.
time to rate the movie. So out of 5 stars, How many stars does Toy Story 4?
9,999.
9,999.
Yeah.
So was it better than Spider-Man Far From Home or not?
Better.
Better. So you love Toy Story 4.
Yeah, but Spider-Man was quite good.
Cool. So that's our review. I've been the dad. He's been the movie kid. Peace out. And we'll
We
speak.
obviously can't do it tomorrow because we're going to holiday.
We're going on holiday. We're gonna.
Or we could do it on holiday.
Nah, probably not. Because we'll be too busy having fun.
Yeah. And we'll be sleeping anyway.
He's been the movie kid. I've been the dad. Peace out and have fun.